And welcome to it. A beautiful view here. If you see behind us, Jackson Square packed with crowds.
Yes.
And it's no different if we look all across here as we are celebrating another beautiful day here at French Quarter Fest. So happy to have you here with us streaming on WL Plus. I'm Brianna Boudreau.
Hey there, friends. Brandon Walker here. Check of the time, 11:32 on this Saturday morning. We're here having a good time with you, introducing you to the many people who are helping to put on French Quarter Fest, the many musicians who are performing, and the people cooking up the good food.
And not just that, but those who are doing so much for our state, so much for everyone in our economy to make things happen. The man himself, Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser.
Good
Great
morning,
to be
sir.
with you.
Thanks for being here. We know you are swamped. You were literally over there at Jackson Square working. We pulled you over here. Thanks for sitting with us.
General Lafayette did an incredible speech this morning. I had goosebumps. The crowd went nuts. We have people literally from all over the world. He's going around the country giving that great speech that inspired what we are today in America. But he's doing it all over the country in celebration of the start of the 250 anniversary. I have the pin on today. So this will be the kickoff for many events all over Louisiana celebrating that great anniversary.
And this is a reenactment.
Yes, incredible. He's over at the Cabildo now telling stories. We have a great exhibit going on. That great arch that was in where actually the statue is in the middle of the square was built there, torn down. We have a replica of it on the front of the Cabildo. A great exhibit telling his life story where he lived for 5 days in the Cabildo. So just to kick off the 250th anniversary all year long, great way to kick it off at French Quarter Fest.
I love that. And you know, we have so much happening here today, and I think this is a product of the hard work that goes into keeping festivals like this free, but bringing everyone out, celebrating our culture. And I think it's beautiful that it coincides with cleaning up the boot, which is something you have been spearheading, getting people out to clean up this beautiful area so that we can have events like this.
Absolutely. Listen, it's a movement now. We started when I took over Keep Louisiana Beautiful with 52 groups. 700 the next year, 1,087 groups all over Louisiana, schools, universities. It is a movement, and we're not going to take our foot off the gas until we have a clean Louisiana. But we're seeing more and more people get involved, reporting people at litter, and really doing their part. We can do it. We deserve it to put the paradise back in Sportsman's Paradise.
You know what, Mr. Nungesser, speaking to a lot of people around, like last week and the weekend before that, people have been talking about how busy the city has been with people visiting and whatnot. Last year, you know, we had our issues with some of the numbers. It looks like things have taken a pretty significant turn.
It really has. You know, I head up a group, Aerospace Association. When I brought that group to New Orleans, I was a week second line all the way from the hotel. And that was just a couple months after the state police opened their headquarters in the Cabildo. And we felt safe. And every moment since then, except for what happened New Year's Eve, the French Quarter is getting safer, it's getting cleaner. We still got a lot of work to do, but we're making progress. And I believe we're gonna make it that attraction that people wanna come back to over and over again. We deserve that. And it's such a beautiful place. So I'm excited about working to make sure that continues on the right path.
And it seems a concerted effort from the bottom up, including asking the people who work in the French Quarter. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, listen, I have the balcony there, Super Bowl. I'm sitting on the balcony at 6 o'clock in the morning. I see Sidney Torres' guys scraping paint off the ground, wiping down the fence around Jackson Square, wiping off the garbage cans. That's never happened before. His people have a love and passion for this city. They live and work here. So to have him really clean up the quarter, he doesn't get paid for a lot of things he does. He just loves this city and loves the quarter. So it's really making the quarter shine.
What has been your favorite part about French Quarter Festival for those who come out and celebrate and it's hard to get to everything, or for those who are in town traveling, from your perspective of someone who sees all of these events happen?
You know, General Lt, who's from Virginia, said, this is my favorite one. You people, and it's true, we treat strangers like family. So to see the people here, the locals, embracing strangers they never met, and that makes me so proud. We treat strangers like family, and when you leave Louisiana, you leave with a friend for life, and you keep coming back for more. And look, it's the people that the reason we have record numbers in tourism. We just get to take credit for it, but it's the people and the way we treat people.
A lot of people were saying, you know, we're talking to a couple friends, they came out on Thursday, they're coming out, or they came out yesterday, they want to bring the kids out today. What's great about French Quarter Fest is that emphasis on local. Just come on out and have a good time.
And we get to highlight, much like we do on the Rose Parade, we make sure we put a local Louisiana musician to give them that exposure. They have so many great musicians that never get noticed. To highlight many of those on all these different stages and maybe get that break they need to make it to the big time, because we have so much talent. I tell people there's something in the soil here, all the crawfish juice that grows so much talent, because we hit way above our weight.
Yeah, actually, speaking to that as a testament, I love that, the crawfish juice.
It is the crawfish juice.
It's a testament because on Thursday, when we kicked off French Quarter Fest with our morning show, we had Zeno Moonflower, who is a musician. You knew it? It's a musician. I just am in love with this story because he said, I used to busk out here on the street right behind here, like sort of where the Pan American life insurance stage is, and he said, I was just on the street performing, and he's not from here, but he now feels like a local. He said, I was treated so well, and now he's on one of the main stages performing.
You hear that horn?
Oh, I hear it.
This
I think
morning we
hears
celebrated 15 years of the Natchez.
That's awesome.
50 years. That
is
boat's
amazing.
been singing up and down the river, entertaining people, giving people a view of the city from the river. So celebrate those crews and those people and what they brought to New Orleans. Just another great addition to the tourism industry here in New Orleans.
That's a pretty interesting point, too. When the Riverboat Natchez was brought, I mean, it wasn't really that bright of a day here. And that was part of really revolutionizing and transforming the riverfront.
They took an old dilapidated Toulouse Street wharf, redid it, and really started the development of the riverfront. Really helped us realize how important that riverfront is to our tourism, to the quality of life here, and really helped develop it. As it passes by on the river, we celebrate 50 years of a great family tradition here in New Orleans.
It truly is remarkable how much it's grown. I mean, I remember when I was a little boy when the aquarium opened, and to see it all now and how much it grows and continues to grow. I know it's kind of bad, but
I wonder if we could get a shot over there, if we can show the backside just to see the boat, maybe. But if it's possible, no, I'm being told no. Well, just trust us that it's gorgeous.
It's going by as we speak.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And you know, that's not the only attraction that will be on the water for families, because they do have the boat where kids can go in and get, you know, sort of a STEM experience. I know you were
because I was
enjoying
in
it last year.
Tent last year that was just over here, and I had to tell myself, Lieutenant Governor, this is for children. You got to get out of here.
Absolutely. Well, let me tell you, I'm excited. We got a little hiccup because of COVID, but we're going to see 10 to 12 to 15 boats on this river going upriver.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, the cruise industry comes here, they party, leave, come back, go home. Those boats upriver, they stop all along Louisiana. We even have 2 boats now stopping at the World Heritage Site at Poverty Point, and they bust them there. So finally, we're getting large groups to that World Heritage Site in northeast Louisiana. So those river cruises upriver, kick off in New Orleans, will really bring tourists to all across Louisiana. A great opportunity to grow that industry across the state.
Yeah, very much so. Good time, a lot of growth, and also a good weekend to celebrate that growth.
I tell you, we had planned on another breaking record this year. With the tariffs, we're concerned about the Canadian market. We have still some people coming, but if we can get that cleared up and straight in Washington, I think we'll be back to setting a record like we did in 2019, when 53 million people visited Louisiana, and they left behind $1.9 billion in taxes. That's over $1,100 per Louisiana family you and I didn't have to pay. It was the 4th biggest industry that year, and the sky's the limit. And it's good, clean fun that helps every community, every business all over the state.
Do you have any advice, and I always wonder this just as an individual, as a family member here in Louisiana, how do we encourage other countries, other people that we know from different states to come visit? As an individual, is there a way that I can promote the state?
Yeah, when you talk to friends and family out of town, tell them about the people, about the food. I was at the Lieutenant Governor's Conference yesterday, and I made a presentation against 11 other states to host the next convention for the Lieutenant Governors in New Orleans in 2027. Unanimous vote to come here. All I had to do was talk about the food, Mardi Gras, all the great things, the people, and every one of them voted. It was an easy sell. So I think, you know, New Orleans and Company does a great job, but I think individually, when people leave here, they come back as they meet a friend for life. We had a group from Australia in Homer Morgan City for Mardi Gras. They've been back 3 times because they met a family, invited to their backyard for crawfish. But that's what we do. We open our doors and welcome strangers, and that keeps them coming back for more.
Once you come once, you're going to be stuck. This is going to be your family trip every year after that.
And you said that you returned from the Lieutenant Governor's Conference. You got back at 2 a.m., only to double back over,
Wow.
do everything you had to do this morning, from the steamboat to the reenactment, and now you're here with us.
It's easy. When you see the love and passion like you have for what you do, I tell people once again, it must be in the soil. We grow love and passion for everything we do. I love my job, and the people here keep you going. It's easy to get excited about promoting this great city and this great state when we have so many great musicians, chefs that just love everything they do, and they put their heart and soul in it, and that's what makes Louisiana what it is.
What's next for you today?
Well, today I'll be visiting with the crowd. I'll be back over at the Cabildo with General Lafayette and visiting, taking pictures with people, and then enjoying the festivities.
Nice.
All right, well, we appreciate you stopping by here.
Always.
Despite the busy schedule you have, it's always a pleasure.
It's always great to be with y'all.
Thanks. We
Lieutenant
appreciate
Governor
it.
Billy Nungesser with us this morning here on WWL and WWL Plus French Quarter Fest 2025. Got lots of fun throughout the afternoon with you.
It doesn't get better than this. You guys stick around. We've got plenty more to come, but we're going to take a quick break.